Introducing address management and boundary validation. With PowerSchool 6 and Chancery SMS 7, you can now check and update student addresses using the Google Maps service. By leveraging Google, districts will no longer have to maintain a separate database of addresses that fall within school and district boundaries. Checking a student address can be done on the student's address or demographic screens, but this process typically occurs when enrolling a new student. Before the student is entered into the system, a quick check will validate the address and determine whether or not the address is valid. This will also determine whether or not the student lives within the school and district boundaries. Note that you can enter a partial address, and Google will attempt to identify the address and recommend changes to complete the address. This can include corrections to capitalization. Once Google returns the results, you can do a partial update of the address, keeping what you'd previously entered, or you can do a full update, accepting the complete address that Google has found. For boundary validation, Google will determine whether or not the student address falls within the defined school and district boundary map. Once saved, Google will determine the exact geocode of the address and store the geocode in your database. Online help has been updated and includes comprehensive instructions for how to use the new Google Maps capability within PowerSchool 6. Creating school and district boundaries is easy using the built-in boundary editor, which can be found within the school and district setup. To draw a boundary, simply place the markers on the map and draw a polygon around your school and district boundaries. Note that by using the zoom capability, boundaries can be very precise, splitting a street down the middle if required. For current customers, all existing students in the database will have addresses that have not yet been validated against the Google Maps service. To help address this, PowerSchool 6 includes two new group functions, batch address validation and batch boundary validation. Simply select a group of students and specify which address and address type you would like to validate. Checking the update option will automatically update a student's address if only a single valid address is found in the Google database. Run the process for a selected group of students. PowerSchool will then process all of the addresses associated with the selected group of students. Valid addresses will be given geocodes and stored in the database. Invalid addresses will be presented as a list along with the specific validation exceptions. Control-clicking on a student's name will allow you to work with and make corrections to the individual student's address. Batch boundary validation allows you to quickly identify which students from the current selected group live within or outside a particular boundary. Here we are validating that all students from the selected group live within the school boundary. Any students who do not live within the school boundary will become the new selected group of students. That's it for this short tour. If you'd like to take a short test drive with address management and boundary validation, be sure to visit PowerSource Labs, where you can log in and play with this exciting new technology today. Also, be sure to visit PowerSource Forums, where you can connect and collaborate with over 30,000 educational technology enthusiasts from around the world.